Ethereum hit $3,000 for the first time in 2 years. Optimism launches another airdrop, and is an XRP ETF coming as well. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Coti Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I drop the latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Altcoin Buzz Alpha is proud to say that we now have a winning portfolio spread among different sectors. We're also very well positioned to get into good IDOs. What about airdrops? Check the number of airdrops we've received until now. Add to that the original Celestia airdrop and more coming. We've achieved all of this by giving many deep research, diversified calls. Check out our numbers in December. We now plan to reallocate profits to low caps, diversify to new sectors, get bigger airdrops, catch latest trends like Bitcoin and linear inscriptions, and DCA during market flushes. We've also recently introduced a yearly subscription on Patreon. If you subscribe to our yearly plan, you get 1 month's membership completely free. Check out Altcoin Buzz Alpha with the link down below. Ether's price reached $3,000 earlier on Tuesday for the first time in nearly 2 years, amid speculation that spot Ether ETFs could be approved in the US as early as May. The second largest cryptocurrency by market cap peaked at $3,003 just after 9 a.m. before pulling back. Ether is currently trading at around $2,900, up 14% over the past week and 30% year to date. Bitcoin also reached a fresh yearly high $52,900 yesterday, gaining 8% over the past week before dumping to $51K this morning. With the spot Bitcoin ETFs launching successfully in January, attention has turned towards another narrative for crypto markets, the prospect of a spot Ether ETF in the US, and big name firms including Fidelity, BlackRock, and Franklin Templeton have applied for a spot Ether ETF over the last few months. Growing speculation over the potential approval of such products this year has seen the price of Ether outperform that of Bitcoin in 2024. Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas recently suggested a 70% possibility for approval by May 23rd, the final deadline for the SEC to rule on a spot Ether ETF application from ARK and 21 Shares, the first that was filed. Balchunas' view is shared by Standard Chartered, with the bank predicting a potential $4,000 target for Ether if it mimics Bitcoin's pre-spot ETF approval performance. However, investment bank TD Cowen said the SEC is unlikely to approve spot Ether ETFs anytime soon, and JP Morgan doesn't see more than a 50% chance of a spot Ether ETF approval by May. In January, SEC Chair Gary Gensler stated that the agency's approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF was limited to the single cryptocurrency and shouldn't be read into anything more than that. Further uncertainties remain surrounding a spot Ether ETF approval, given Gensler's stance that cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin are securities. However, Gensler's predecessor, Jay Clayton, once mentioned that a small number of tokens might no longer be considered securities if they become broadly decentralized, and former SEC Director of Corporate Finance, William Hinman, also said in 2018 that considering its decentralized nature, Ether was not a security. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently disclosed that he would welcome the idea of a spot-based XRP ETF, declaring that the launch of the investment product is inevitable.
So you would welcome an XRP ETF then?
We would certainly welcome it, and I think it's inevitable that there'll be, multiple ETFs around different tokens. And I think you'll even see ETFs potentially around baskets that also, I think, further diversify that risk.
Given there's so much excitement around the ETF dynamic here, are you in talks with the largest issuers, particularly BlackRock, to get this done?
Well, I'm not going to comment on that. I know BlackRock has said some things publicly. We think it makes sense for the XRP community overall. Ripple obviously is a very important stakeholder in the XRP ecosystem, but we're not the only player. And look, we've seen, before the SEC lawsuit, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset. I think because of the headwinds of that lawsuit, we've now seen that largely abate. But the long-term view on these things is about, how do you create utility and really solve real-world problems with these different digital assets? Bitcoin's doing that very well as a store of value. XRP and its dynamics around being very fast, very efficient, and low cost on a per transaction basis makes it ideal for payments, and that's where Ripple really has leaned into as a company.
The prospect of an XRP ETF in the United States was briefly glimpsed at when an alleged filing supposedly from BlackRock surfaced on the Delaware ICIS last year. However, BlackRock promptly refuted the legitimacy of the filing, categorizing it as fake. Despite the absence of an official filing from the asset manager for an XRP ETF, Garlinghouse believes that the introduction of such a product is inevitable. Essentially, he expects the crypto industry to witness the launch of ETFs based on multiple assets. Interestingly, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink also took a similar route when asked about the possibility of a launch of an XRP ETF. Speaking to Fox Business last month, Fink noted that he cannot discuss the subject on air, sparking curiosity among XRP proponents. Optimism has rolled out its fourth airdrop, distributing over 10 million OP tokens to nearly 23,000 addresses. This initiative aims to acknowledge the diverse group of artists, creators, and innovators who have contributed to the culture within the superchain. The snapshot for the Optimism airdrop was taken on January 10th, marking a key moment in the project's effort to engage with its community. Optimism's latest airdrop is notable for being the first to extend across the entire superchain. This is a network of OP chains increasingly collaborating to build a cohesive ecosystem. The move is part of Optimism's broader strategy to support the creative endeavors to help expand the superchain. With over 200,000 NFT collections created on the superchain, the platform has become a hub for artistic and creative expression. The eligibility criteria for the airdrop were specifically designed to highlight creators' contributions, especially those who have deployed NFT contracts on Ethereum Layer 1, Base, OP Mainnet, and Zora before the cutoff date. The team planned the allocation of rewards, placing emphasis on engaging NFTs and the activity they generate on the superchain. For instance, they calculated rewards based on the total gas used in transactions that involve transferring NFTs created by eligible addresses. Optimism also pledged to allocate 19% of its initial token supply to the community through airdrops. Web3 infrastructure development firm Coti announced a successful demonstration of garbled circuits on the blockchain ahead of its privacy-centric Ethereum-based Layer 2 network, Coti V2, launched in April. Coti deployed the garbled circuits in collaboration with its partner Soda Labs, creating a mechanism that performs the computations using a fraction of the required processing power and memory. Garbled circuits bring on-chain privacy with a computation speed of up to 1,000 times faster than other encryption systems. The digital fintech platform said deploying the new encryption system creates a Web3 environment, allowing users to access on-chain immutability while maintaining complete privacy. This feat has never been accomplished in a scalable way. The new encryption system uses specialized cryptographic methods to allow multiple parties to perform a computation requiring private information without disclosing the input information to the other party. Coti claims that garbled circuits are superior to the zero-knowledge protocol and are critical for many Web3 use cases. Coti says the latest milestone is the first time garbled circuits have been successfully deployed on a blockchain. Although the concept has existed theoretically for decades, heavy computational expenses have been a major barrier to the system's deployment on the blockchain. However, partnering with Soda Labs has created a breakthrough that resulted in ensuring completely private transactions, maintaining the benefit of a trustless environment. On February 19th, Allianceblock, the decentralized tokenized finance infrastructure platform, announced its transition to a new identity, rebranding as Nexera Foundation. Concurrently, Nexera Finance will start the forthcoming tokenization era with a specific emphasis on business-to-business applications. Nexera Finance endeavors to position itself as a prominent entity within the compliant tokenized finance sector, tailored to meet the requirements of institutions and enterprises. In a global economy with an estimated wealth exceeding $516 trillion, projections suggest that approximately 10% will transition to tokenized assets by 2030. Nexera aims to emerge as a pivotal figure and essential ally for businesses seeking to navigate this evolving landscape. Tokenization represents the future of finance, offering a dynamic method of representing real-world assets on-chain. This technology enhances access to non-bankable assets like luxury art and real estate, while revolutionizing financing. Tokenization fosters fair, more transparent, and interconnected markets, promoting inclusivity for all stakeholders. I think we'll start to see a lot more tokenized items soon, and it could be one of the major catalysts this bull run. That's it for Altcoin Buzz's update. I'm Coti Buffington. Thanks for watching.